expect he'll go for goal with a shot. What a start here!
With consecutive successful FIFA World Cup performances and even more success at international levels, coupled with an abundance of raw talent and a football-mad nation.
He scores! Ghana are back in front. A goal of individual brilliance.
A footballer from Ghana definitely has a future if determined. With the likes of Thomas Partey, Jordan Ayew and Dede Ayew, and many others who are still playing top-flight football, the game still enjoys tremendous following despite the expose that rocked the country.
Over the years, Ghana has shown a real emergence as African football giants. That is why many young people who started this football journey never looked back. At Ali Park in Odoko is where Asase's football career started. Since then, it has been laced with many challenges.
Kweku Adamfo Asase is one of such players who had a dream of becoming a footballer and landing a successful career. His football skills is highly recognized by friends and family.
I've known Asase for, let me say, a decade. He was my senior when Coast, come to Coast, he was what we call like seniority. Let me say, he was under 14, I was under 12. Yeah, so at times we play together, but not for because it's a senior. We have this matches big, and it's very smallish, I must say, at that time. So sometimes he can mingle with us and play at the 12 session, and at times he can also play. The reason why we call him Asase, I think, when he's on the pitch, he controls the pitch.
He was secured by one of Swaziland's football clubs.
It was a premiership side. And Swaziland, their premiership is not on a higher level. So the payment and everything was like a little bit low. So the team was also relegated. So I had to come back to Ghana.
In his bid to advance his football career, he traveled to South Africa where he was to join a friend in another club. But his late arrival got him grounded.
Due to some financial problems, I got there late. So my friend had also traveled to Israel. So I became a little bit stranded. So I was sleeping in a garage. There's this Ghanaian man called Brian. He had a garage, so I was sleeping at the garage. Then early in the morning, I'll just wake up and pick up my soccer boot and I'll go around looking for a club to play.
His failure to meet what is described as a football age took him to the under-20 team. He soon resorted to other means of making money due to the lack of opportunities.
Of Pretoria. So I was playing for Division 3 with the mindset that one day I will gather money, then move to Europe and continue my soccer career there. But in South Africa, the system is not like Ghana. It's like Europe. You have to pay your rent every month. So at the end of the month, after paying utilities and my rent, everything, the money that I'll get is not enough. So it was like my dream was being shattered by the way things were going on. So I had this Ghanaian friend called Kofi, and one is called Nana Sapon. I used to go and sit at their saloon. Ghanaians there, they operate salons. So I used to go and sit at their saloon. So one day I was telling them my financial things are not right. So I told them I want to do something like the way they are doing, like doing hair and other stuff at the salon. So they said, you are a professional soccer player, so can you come that low to our level to come and work at the salon? And I told them, anything that will give money, I'll do. And at school, I did visual arts. So they asked me, so what can you do here at the salon? So the ladies were doing manicure and other things. And I told them I'm an artist, so I think I can use the brush very well.
With time, he became an expert at his job and finally made some money out of it, so he got himself a shop where he ended up training other Ghanaians who were stranded. Kweku eventually had to sell his shop and move to Ghana to renew his passport, which was almost expired.
I gathered a little bit money and I wanted to go to Europe. So I contacted an agent and we were doing some stuff, some deals. So the agent gathered a lot of stuff, and there was a golf tournament in Belarus. I was going to Belarus, then I will get to Belarus and I will find my way to anywhere that I want.
While there, he was arrested and detained for 2 months before he was finally deported back to South Africa. He moved to Ghana in 2016, but had no money left, so he started doing home service for people who needed their hair braided. Kweku Danfo was finally able to make some money to set up a salon where he currently does dreadlocks and pedicure. For him, business has been very good, as he sometimes earns as much as 600 Ghana cedis a day. He has 2 girls under his apprenticeship.
When life gives you lemons and you decide to make lemonade out of it, that is the story of Kweku Danfo Asase, who decided not to let his shattered football career become the end of his life.